Hi, I'm Donald McIntyre, Operations Manager at Emerald. This is the Emerald Blockchain course, Class 3, the first digital currency attempts. Like I explained before, since the late 80s and during the 90s, the cypherpunks were the ones who were trying to create digital currencies and smart contracts, etc. And there was several attempts. The first one, key component, was Hashcash. Hashcash was not really a digital currency, but a way of preventing spam over the internet in this peer-to-peer world that they were trying to create. And the way it prevented spam is that it made the local computer of the sender of the email work a lot and create a proof of work, which looks like this, which is a cryptographic stamp that proves that the local computer did a lot of work. So the sender would put that proof of work in the email that I was sending, say that I had to work 1 minute before sending the email. And the receiver would very easily, in milliseconds, verify if the cryptographic stamp is true and that the sender actually spent 1 minute working to generate it. And when the receiver saw and verified that, it would open the email because it would likely not be spam. How did it prevent spam? Because if the sender wanted to send 1 million emails, for example, to spam everybody, the local computer would have to work 1 million minutes, so it made it infeasible. The important point here is that it used proof of work, which is a core component of Bitcoin and all proof of work blockchains. Then, in early 1998, Nick Szabo had the idea that this proof of work and Hashcash could be used as digital gold, because he made the analogy that an ounce of gold is in a way a proof of work also, because if you have an ounce of gold, it means that miners around the world had to spend a lot of capital and work extracting that gold from nature, and that's why gold is used as a currency, because it's very scarce and very valuable. So he said, if we think about it, a proof of work, if machines were working a lot and they had to spend a lot of capital, electricity, and time creating a cryptographic hash, that cryptographic hash or stamp or proof of work is in a way analogous to an ounce of gold in the real world. And the computers that have to do all this work can be considered as gold miners, analogous to gold miners. So this is how he invented BitGold as an idea in early 1998, and this is why proof of work blockchains are considered digital gold. Then later in 1998, Wei Dai was debating these ideas of BitGold, Hashcash with Nick Szabo and other cypherpunks, and he had the idea. He said, why don't we create a peer-to-peer network of computers, and let's have some of them, a subgroup, create BitGold, and to send the cryptographic stamps or the BitGold to the other computers. And when the other computers saw that the work was done, why don't we create in the account of the miners some invented or artificial digital currency. Say, for example, if you receive 1 BitGold or crypto or proof of work, we can credit them, let's say, 100 coins of a digital currency that we create. And this is very much how Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin. It's a peer-to-peer network. Some of the computers are miners, as an analogy to gold miners, and they create BitGold, and then the rest of the network credits them Bitcoins, which is a separate object. It's a digital currency that is created to reward the miners. So this was another idea in 1998. It's important to note that all these attempts didn't work at the time, because there was always glitches or problems that didn't make these networks functional. But they were trying, and finally Satoshi created Bitcoin in 2008. The last idea was by Hal Finney, who is a blockchain industry legend. He passed in 2014, But his idea was in 2004, and he said, well, why don't we get why don't we do this? Let's have computers create bit gold, but let's have them send them by email. They just send the cryptographic stamp by email, or the bit gold by email, and the receivers of the email, when they got bit gold by email, they could they can use a central server to verify that the work was done, that the sender is legit, and all that. So this is another idea. It introduced a very strong verifying concept, and the Bitcoin network and all proof of work blockchains are in a way verifying servers as well. So this was an important component as well. It didn't work because it required a central verifying server, and that would go against trust minimization because you would have to trust this trusted third party. So Hashcash, BitGold, BMoney, and RPow were parts of the creation of Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto explained it in writing, that he used these ideas to come up with the invention of Bitcoin. And I'm going to explain Satoshi's invention and how Bitcoin works in the next class. Thank you for watching. This is the Emerald Blockchain course, class 3, the first digital currency attempts. And please don't forget to download Emerald at emerald.cas/download. Thank you very much.